So, why do you get nervous in front of the camera? Yeah, just thinking about it, you feel your heart start to race, your hands start to get a little sweaty, maybe get a little clammy and cold feeling. Yeah, it's pretty common. But you know what? There are several ways to get around it, and we're going to go over that coming up next. This video is going to be very important if you have any type of camera shyness or get nervous or something like that. We're going to go over, first of all, starting with the reasons why, and we're just going to kind of reframe things into what was into what is now truly is. Second of all, I'm going to give you several tips that you can start to use immediately, either to practice or to go ahead and start recording a video immediately. And finally, I'm going to give you the 4 words that will absolutely turn everything around. You're going to want to stick around for that because it'll change your perspective on everything. That's coming up next. Hi, I'm Nick Natarella with AdWise Creative. A lot of people that I talk to about starting their YouTube channel or starting their podcast for their business, they get really nervous, but they won't admit what it is. And 9 times out of 10, after a few questions, it turns out they're just plain afraid of being in front of the camera. Well, I don't blame you. This is the 21st century version of stage fright. And now stage fright, or the stage I should say, is this little tiny square with 1,000 of them on your screen every time you go to YouTube. So trying to start a business YouTube channel can be very, very frightening. But you got to realize a couple things. Things are a little different now. Yes, you're online. Yes, you've got the potential for millions of viewers. But guess what? That's not really the case. So one of the big things about being scared in front of the camera is, well, first of all, certainly the fear of negative comments, the fear of trolls. We've heard enough about them. And of course, the keyboard warriors that just like to say something negative just because they think they can say something negative. Well, 9 times out of 10, they're not doing anything with a YouTube channel, so don't worry about them. The best piece of advice, one of the best pieces of advice I ever got is don't take advice from someone who hasn't done what you're doing. If they're not doing it, don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. And of course, one of the biggest elements to this is if anybody comes along and checks out your channel, you just want to be liked. It's kind of human nature that we want people to like us, and we want to be liked, and we want to like them. But you have to realize this is also a very impersonal way of doing it. You're in cyberspace, and like right now, for instance, I'm talking this little black circle. It's not exactly a great way to develop a relationship, is it? But somehow, you're going to. And hopefully we're going to get you past this, and you'll do just fine. The reality is, you're in a conversation, but with only one person. You don't have to worry about millions. Do you remember the old adage about being afraid of speaking on stage? Picture the audience in their underwear. There's no audience. There's no audience to picture. It's you and the camera. And that's actually a great place to start. It's kind of hard when you realize you have to concentrate on that lens that isn't smiling, it's not nodding, it's not shaking its head, it's not giving you any kind of feedback while you're recording. But the good news is there's not hundreds, if not thousands of people in the room that you have to picture in their underwear. Because remember, there are some things that once has been seen cannot be unseen. So, first of all, how do we get over this? Step 1, practice. Practice, practice, practice. One of the cool things that you can do, though, remember I said this is a conversation, right? It's between me and you. We're just sitting here talking. You had the question, why do I get nervous in front of a camera? And I was like, oh, well, I've got an answer for that. And now you and I are talking. So start with a conversation. Observe conversations. Now, how do you do that? Well, you're probably going to have conversations every single day. And this is one of those things where you got to kind of train yourself to not only be in the conversation, but also kind of pull yourself out of it. And can you watch yourself in the conversation? What do you naturally sound like? How do you speak? What is your natural inflection? What is your natural pace? Do you get to a certain point and then start to speed up? Or when you get to certain times, do you lean in and slow down so they get your message? How do you naturally talk? It really kind of makes you go, I don't know. That's one of the reasons why we hate hearing ourselves on recordings, because we don't really realize how we do talk. And when we hear it, it's not just the tone and the pitch, but it's the pace, the inflection, and all that kind of stuff that we really never pay attention to because it's coming out of our own mouth. That part doesn't matter. It's the other person that you have to pay attention to, right? So that when you do hear it on a recording, it really throws you off. Another great method to learning how to speak naturally is go with bullet points. Just go with bullet points or notes, or don't script it out as the point. If we get locked into a script,
then we end up making sure that the words are the important thing and not our concept and what we're truly saying.
Then it all looks robotic and it looks fake, and it just, I mean, you're not comfortable. And when you're not comfortable, your viewers aren't going to be comfortable, and they're going to bail just because they don't want to put you through that. So the more natural you could speak, the much better off you're going to be with your audience. And the other beautiful thing is when it comes to bullet points and recording video especially, let me let you in on a little secret. You ready? So here are my notes. They're just outside of the screen. You can't see them, but they're here. And I'm going to get centered. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to say. Oh, that's right. I want to make sure to cover this. All right, so let's do this. And so when you have your bullet points, you can always refer to them, take a pause, look at the camera, and then start talking. And that makes for a very natural edit point, and nobody will know. If there is a major mess up or something you really totally blew up and it was terrible, guess what? I'm not ever going to see it because you edited it out. So don't worry about that. Give yourself the freedom to mess up. Editing is a beautiful thing. And we go over a whole bunch of this stuff on this channel. Anything from, and in fact, we dive into cameras and editing. We were just talking about editing. We talk about editing techniques and different programs and all kinds of stuff that you can do for your podcast, for your YouTube channel. So be sure to like and subscribe down below. If there's something you need, a specific question answered, put that in the comments down below. I read them all, and maybe we'll get you a video just for that question. A couple other elements that will help you. Number one, look directly at the camera. Yeah, it does take a little getting used to, and it's going to be a little weird for a little while. But when you finally realize that that lens is going to be your viewer's eyes, that's what they're seeing. If I look directly at the camera, that's you and I making eye contact. And that's a very, very important way to deliver anything is by making eye contact. So look directly at the camera. And again, it's hard because you're not getting any feedback from the camera. You're not getting a nod. You're not getting a smile. That's okay. Just kind of plow through it. And after a while, it'll become very natural. And the other thing is, remember, it's not that crowd. We talked about the crowd that you've got a picture in their underwear. You don't have to worry about that crowd anymore. It's a little black circle, and it's very easy to just talk to one person. Something else that's going to help throughout your recording, get yourself some water. That's the point. Get yourself some water, but make it room temperature water. You don't want to get really ice cold water. Maybe even warm it up a little bit. If you want to go with some kind of tea with maybe some honey or lemon in it, that's fine. Whatever your throat can handle. But don't go for cold. Room temperature or above, because cold tends to restrict and contract the vocal cords, the neck muscles, all that kind of stuff that's going on in here. Cold water hits it, and it naturally stiffens up. So in order to have a very natural, relaxed voice, and if you want to go for long periods of time and say you're going to batch these episodes and group them together and record them all in one sitting, you're going to need the stamina in your voice, and cold water is just going to cut you off and make you sound unnatural. So go room temperature or warmer. Now, the good news is, the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. Just like anything in life, the more you practice it, the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. And again, a lot of people find staring at that little black circle as a big stumbling block. But again, the more you do it, the more natural it comes and the easier it is to do. That is a classic example. I've seen so many people all of a sudden just start talking, and you're like, oh, so not intimidated by the camera anymore, are you? And they're like, oh, yeah, I didn't even notice. And you'd be surprised how quickly that one literally drops away. After, I don't know, does it take 2 or 3 times? Let's take 7 or 8 times. It'll be different for everybody, but you'll know it when it happens. And the even gooder news is, you're not the only one. A lot of people have a hard time with staring at a camera and delivering a message. And again, get back to practice. Just do it. Start doing it and keep doing it, and you will get better. And know that there are a whole bunch of people in their rooms trying to get out their YouTube videos for their businesses, and they're having the same struggles you are. You are kind of creating a behind-the-scenes look for them. What you're dealing with is what they're going through, and you can really, really relate to that at that point. Now, as promised, I have 4 key words that are going to completely and totally give you a massive mind shift, and hopefully, most importantly, will take a lot of weight off your shoulders. Some people might freak out and run screaming from the room when they hear these. But other people, you should relax and go, oh, I can do that. You ready? Here they are. Just talk. Be yourself. That's the key to your YouTube videos. That's the key to your podcasting. Just talk. Be yourself. Because we want to see you. Not some caricature of you. Not some imitation of someone else. We want to see you. So bring that to the table. Because guess what? You're the only one who can. Good talking with you. I hope you take it to heart because I want you to win. I really do. I want you to win. And you are the only one who can make you win. Just talk. Be yourself. Now get to it. Go make some content. Go record something. What are you doing sitting here? Go. So if you're putting together your business YouTube channel, I have a gift for you. In the description down below, there is a link. Click on it and get yourself a copy of Nate Woodbury's book, A Hero's Guide to Influence on YouTube. Nate wrote this book. He gave me several copies that I can give away. It's just going to cost you shipping and printing. There's nothing else to it. This covers everything from concept to recording and editing and thumbnails and uploading and promoting and anything, and analytics, YouTube analytics. So once you're finally up and running on YouTube, this is going to be your new Bible. This is going to be your YouTube tome. Trust me, it'll probably stay on your nightstand. This will become the most important book in your library when it comes to your YouTube channel. Click down below, get your copy right now. I'm Nick Natarella with AdWise Creative. Thank you for watching.